Hey, welcome to OMNI REWATCH, the only podcast where we talk Ben 10. I'm your host, Ramen, and that is my co-host, Professor Burg.
What's good?
We have not done this in a while. Sorry. I just sounding out a weird stutter. My bad. Good to be back, Burg.
Excellent. We seem to be joined by someone who is not appears to be Kai.
We are joined by a man who is very toony. No, a respected content creator named Geektoons.
They offered me garlic bread if I made it.
Who's actually, which is actually not. By the way, this is not Geek's first time being on here. He's been here several times.
He was on the
I joined in exchange for food.
Yep, he was on one of our other podcast pilots, which was pretty fun. So, you know,
He's been on OMNI REWATCH a couple times.
Yeah, I know.
I've been on every podcast.
Some good episodes too. Check them out. Okay, so we are back with season 3, episode 3. I said episode twice.
Episode 3 of the 3 out of the 3.
3 out of the 3. Give us a break, guys. You haven't done this in a bit. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not obvious. It is not obvious that they haven't done this in a few months.
Yeah. Berg, what is the episode description for us?
Episode 29. During a change of face. During a visit to Salem, Massachusetts, Charmacaster attacks in an attempt to magically switch bodies with Ben to attain the great powers of the Omnitrix. But Gwen interferes, causing Charmacaster to switch with her instead. Gwen is punched out by Charmacaster before she can explain anything, instead arrested and sent to juvie. Charmacaster stays with Ben and Max and tries to cook up another body transfer spell. But Gwen escapes from juvie and returns, convincing Ben of the truth before Charmacaster tries again. However, Charmacaster manages to switch their bodies once more, ending with Charmacaster in her true body while Ben and Gwen have switched. And that's it. That's the description right there.
And there you go. Okay, I'm gonna say I think this episode is actually pretty fucking fun. There's switching of Charmacaster and Gwen, and the fact that Charmacaster can still use her magic and Gwen gives us a little more of a hint of how magical Gwen could be. So I honestly do enjoy this episode. What do you think, Berg?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was all right. Like, the thing about me, I'm not against. Like, I don't hate the episode. The problem with me is this. This is just. It's less about the episode and more of my dislike of the trope. So, fun fact about me: I am not a big fan of body switch episodes. I just don't like them. I just find them to be rather weird, uncomfortable, and just kind of a secondhand embarrassment. This might say it's one of the better ones, I would say.
Yeah.
But still, it's just something it's not a trope that I really like per se. But overall, not bad.
I can see your take on not liking a lot of body switch. I think the only body switching movie I've ever watched was the Freaky Friday, the original one, not the weird Disney Channel remake that they always fucking remake all the fucking time. I'm talking about the OG one.
Wait, there was a remake?
Yeah, there is. There is a Disney Channel remake of that movie.
Really? I did not know that. That's something.
Better you don't. I don't think it's bad. I'm sorry. I just don't like it's Freaky Friday, bro. Don't remake it. And the fact that I think it was even called Freaky Friday is really stupid. So, yeah. I can get your take on you are right. It could be done good, it could be done bad. I think because of the characters that are switching bodies in this show, Ben 10, I think it works. I think if Charmacaster switched with Grandpa Max, it'd be a lot fucking stranger.
It'd be a lot more. It would definitely be more odd. Like, there would be so many things wrong with that one there.
I mean, like I told you, this was one of the episodes that, like, I remember very vividly when it was, like, airing back on Cartoon Network. This is fucking years ago. Even now, like, years after watching the shit, like, I still feel like it's kind of done well. Like, because I kind of do agree with Berg's take, is like, but the body swap trope is an overdone trope, yes, correct. But done well, it can be a really good storytelling device. And, like, shit, because, the way that they kind of portrayed, like, both sides kind of acting differently and it taking like some time for people to figure out like, oh, hey, there's something wrong here, like it does seem like more believable than like most situations, I guess.
Yeah.
Some people can catch on first and some people can't really, so.
Dude, Grandpa Max is aloof. Grandpa Max is
I do agree with that. That's also one of the reasons I do not like the body switch trope. It's because it's like people who would know someone, most don't really notice it right away. Meanwhile, Ben is the only one who knows like, hey, something's not right here. Meanwhile, there's Grandpa Mouse like, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm geek
retirement mode.
Yeah, he's on retirement mode. He just like does not give a fuck because the thing is, because here's the Gwen charmacaster when she's in Ben's body. She tries to act all nice, and Ben's like, "The fuck is wrong? Get away from me!" And she almost breaks his leg, by the way. And she's like, "I'm sorry, let me make it up to you." And she's end up cooking this whole thing, and Grandpa Mac's like, "Oh my god, my granddaughter's finally taking interest in my cooking."
Dude, Grandpa Max has checked out this entire fucking episode.
No, it's so
this
funny.
Man has seen some shit.
This actually okay. I'll admit this is actually one of my favorite jokes. There's someone. It's basically like it's the part where Gwen and Ben actually switch bodies, and he's like, "If you're Ben and she's Gwen, does that make me?" I'm like, "You're so."
Grandpa Max is like, "Who did I switch bodies with?"
Body switching is confusing.
Grandpa Max. I know Grandpa Max wants to be a part of it. You're in it, Max, and you're just not in it fully.
It's like bro, he's just like.
Again, I really want to point out, it took one of the most dangerous villains in the fucking galaxy to get this man out of retirement and lock the fuck in.
Yeah.
I feel like he's out of his element here because magic's not really his thing.
Exactly. He's used to the fucking like aliens, man.
Like he's sci-fi. He's like, wait, I gotta deal with this fantasy shit, man.
He knows guns and flying saucers and tractor beams and shit. He doesn't know any of this.
Because I don't. Grandpa Max should have realized something was off when he realized Gwen, quote unquote, cook an exotic dish. I'm like, that's so out of character for her, Grandpa
wait a
Max.
minute. Yeah. She's like, wait a minute. Gwen hates my cooking.
Also, when did Gwen ever cook?
Question. When did she cook?
Grandpa Max lets her near the stove. Yo, you realize he's a fucking 10-year-old, by the way. You just forget.
Some 10-year-olds can cook. I'm not saying they can't.
I mean, in the context, yeah, these, but a regular one, no fucking way, man.
Hey man, I knew people at 10 o'clock who were 10 years old that were cooking, dude. Like some kids had to cook because parents were around.
I guess Master Chef Junior kind of proved that, so never mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair. Yeah, Grandpa Max is out of his element in this episode, and I guess because it's magic, you are right. Yeah, I mean, he almost got a hit on Charmcaster, but it failed. So
nah, it's funny. Like it's funny because he was kind of locked in and not only because he's like, okay, they're in Salem, Massachusetts. The Salem witch trials. Innocent women being burned or hanged for being accused of witches, and bros are like, listen, you little shit. You're like, Ben's like, oh, can I stop wearing this dorky pilgrim costume? And he's like, listen here, you little fucking shit. You're gonna embrace your fucking white culture.
I would have loved if Ben just wore the pilgrim at the entire episode.
No, dude, because there is when Stinkfly, when he tries to Stinkfly, he's still wearing the hat, and I'm like, that is the funniest thing. I love it. It's like that kind of goes hard.
Oh man, just cannonbolt with the fucking pilgrim hat, just Stinkfly and Diamond Head. Oh man, it's like a skin in a video game where you can't take one of the items off. That would have been fucking great.
Yeah. Curse of binding.
Yes.
No shit. Her last episode was when she was with Hex, and she revealed to be actually evil. And it seems like Hex is not in this episode. She seems like she's going on her own. What? And yeah, he's not. Dude, you didn't notice her uncle's not with her this episode.
Yeah, well, I always prefer Charmcaster over Hex, if I'm being honest. I always thought Charmcaster was more devious.
No, that's because she is.
Out more.
No, she is more. She's like, I think that she also betrayed him. So I think she's just going. Yeah, she's going on her own. She's not doing it. She's like, I think she saw the Omnitrix word. Even though it was actually Gwen who. That's the weird thing. It's like she's going after the Omnitrix. Yet it was Gwen who defeated her when they first met. So it's like she have more of a personal grudge. I mean, I'm sure she's got more of a personal grudge now, but still.
You would think she would want Gwen's body because I feel like Gwen's magic is a lot more higher than Charmcaster's, but I don't see the necessity for the Omnitrix. Is it to combine magic with aliens? Is that it?
Yep.
I mean,
the entire point of her plan was to take Ben's body, and then whenever she would use any magical spells, like the aliens would sort of power it up in some way. I don't know. Fuck it.
Which actually sounds pretty cool. Which actually sounds pretty cool. Like that's actually a pretty cool plan there. Like the mixture of science and magic there.
Damn it! They could have.
Again, this is something that the franchise would fuck up in again and again. Remember the Forever Knight's armor?
The Forever Knights
and how that wasn't used.
Forever Knights suck in every Ben 10 series.
When this is unrelated, but like end of fucking Ultimate Alien where Ben had the armor and the sword and the Ultimatrix at the same time.
He had
and didn't
so
use
much.
that fucking Ultimatrix.
He had so much power, yet they fumbled. Oh, they fumbled it. He fumbled it. It could have been a Forever Knights episode, but I never liked the Forever Knights in any iteration of Ben 10. I think this one was like, the OG one, I'm like 50-50 because the designs are a lot better in this one, but as the designs get more and more in the show, they use a very basic design for them.
No, here's the Forever Knights, they really get that more like, it has that really cool unique to it. But then when they go to Alien Force, it's just basic knight armor. It's just like such forgettable shit. I'm like, whatever. We'll give a fuck about these guys.
They're the more forgettable Ben 10 villains. Like when I think Ben 10 villains, I think Charmcaster, I think Hex, I think Vilgax. When I think Ben 10 villains, I think Charmcaster, I think of Hex, I think of Vilgax, I think of Dr. Animo. The last person That's bad guys I think of. Oh, yes. That. I think the last bad guys I think of are the fucking Forever Knights. But I'm just going to say Charmcaster is in Gwen's body. It reminds me of a fucking Chucky doll, bro.
No. Okay, this is the funny part. So this is what happened. So she's getting the ingredients. By the way, she fucks with a fisherman by having a bunch of octopuses attack him.
I was poisonous.
And so these guys end up stealing a truck full of the ingredients she's making. And she fucking chases down them. And like, shit you not, she fucking teleports them. And she's like, "You have messed with the wrong little girl." And it's like, it's the scariest shit. Like, holy fuck, dude.
That's a start of a
demon child.
That's the start of a horror movie. You just put music in there and you got your fucking main scene. Oh man. Aren't octopuses poison? They're not poisonous, right? If they
actually there is one octopus that is poisonous. It's a blue ring octopus, and it's actually off the coast of Australia. So yeah, of course,
another reason to never visit.
It's like, fuck those fucking fish.
But most octopuses, they're not poison. It's just that one, but that one is. So like I said, it's far away. It's in Australia. So, but if you're listening in Australia, yeah, good luck with you. You guys know what you're fucking doing. You've been there.
Godspeed.
So if you see a redhead girl, bro, just let you know she's evil. Evil. I would have kind of liked if Charmcasters would have switched with Ben. I would have loved to see some magical boost up aliens. That would have been fucking sick. It's man. I wish somebody. I wonder if somebody drew those.
Remember, this wouldn't be the first time where the series has fucked up the use of the mix of magic and alien tech. But yeah.
Oh man. Let's Burg, you did bring this up when we were doing the OMNI Reacts. You can check that out on TikTok. You did say you didn't like the fact that Gwen and Ben, when they switch bodies, they also switch voices.
Yes. All right. So for context, so that's another reason why I'm not a big fan of body swap episodes. Most of the time, when you do body swap episodes, the voice actors switch along with them, so it's like we don't make confusion, but it's like you switch minds, you don't switch vocal cords, so it's like it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, and I think you know what ironically is, okay, so the only good time I've ever seen a body switch episode done well is, funny enough, from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I mean, I know the original Dragon Ball Z also did that with Captain Ginyu, like switch bodies, but it's like in the DBZ Abridged, they actually managed to do it where both the voice actors actually mimic each other's speaking styles, and it just works perfectly there.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. You know, now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. You're right.
And also, this is another thing. This one's a rather obscure one, but another version I've actually seen was actually from the Naruto spin-off, Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, where Rock Lee and Naruto they actually switch bodies, but they still keep their voices. So it's actually, which was actually getting done well there. So it's like, because one of the things they did was they tried to figure out, like, okay, I gotta use one moves. They figure out their moves, they figure out how to handle shit. I like that one. That was done well.
I'm gonna have to check out Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals.
It's a very fun. It's a fun little. It's basically Teen Titans Go, but done better.
Teen Titans Go, but without the weird shit they put in it.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't enjoy, because here's the thing, I thought they did it for a reason, but now that you're mentioning it, there isn't a reason, because if they could have just stood in their bodies, and they didn't, because they also have to get a separate voice actor for female Cannonbolt. So like,
yeah, exactly.
I
think that's the only time I actually think that was actually good, because I'm like, all right, I think that's the only time it's an acceptable one. They're like, okay, which actually I think is a precursor, you know, because I think it does show like, hey, this is Gwen, so I will give them that.
That fair,
but at the same time, it was the fact that because it's like, the reason why I think it's a bit jarring is because when Charmcaster and Gwen switch up the voice, they still keep their respective voice actors.
Yeah, I feel like if you establish when Ben, I feel like if you establish if Gwen and Charmcaster switch bodies, their voices don't change. Maybe that should also apply to Ben and Gwen.
No, I totally agree with that. I mean, I like overall, but I do understand. In the end, it did kind of work out, so I'm not really too pissed off about it. It's basically, it is what it is.
I think the best moment in this entire episode, definitely not Max. I'm sorry, man. She's just sit this one out. He really did. The best.
Yeah, Max was definitely. I know, like as Geek said, he was in fucking retirement mode. He is just like, I am too fucking out of this. I'm out of my element. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And
I wonder, Berg, if it's the thing where they didn't want to. I guess they just didn't know how to write him in the episode, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, where would Grandpa Max fit?
Because there was a lot of shit going on. You had Charmcaster you had Charmcaster and Gwen. You have Ben figure. Also, there's just Charmcaster in fucking jail. That's another thing.
Yeah, there's. Oh yeah, we gotta mention that. But elaborate on that.
Yeah. So basically, when Gwen gets arrested, it's Charmcaster, but you know, since she goes to jail, it's actually just regular jail. Like, there's a difference between jail and prison, by the way. Well, like I said, she technically goes to a juvenile detention center because, you know, Charmcaster is like 16, so that's where she's gonna go.
You're not behind bars. Are you in an open space?
It's like, here's the thing: jail. You're basically inside. You're inside. Like, it's a small room, and you're basically waiting for something. You're just basically waiting it out. Prison is where you get locked up for the crop. Is where you get locked up and shit. So there's a difference. I know people use them interchangeably, but there is a difference between jail and prison. And Gwen was just basically in jail. Like, she was not.
So the
it was more like juvenile hall, like juvie.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's kind of a different. Yeah, she was in juvenile detention center.
Is Charmcaster 16, right?
Yes, yeah, she's
She's a
yes, that's
teenager.
that's the reason why she'd be in juvie. So it's like she's not like,
Again, remember, bro. Like she was surrounded by officers, yes, but she didn't get like clothes change. She didn't get checked for like contraband, because hence why she fucking escaped so easily.
that's actually that's a good question. It's like, damn, like, here you go. It's like, wait, do you ever think she might have like a dangerous weapon or some shit like that? Nah.
Nope.
They didn't. Oh, they
Nah,
didn't even.
it's fine.
They didn't even search her. Oh, that's right. They did.
Yeah, that's why she had the spells.
That's fucking dumb, bro. They do not. They don't search you in juvie at all.
No, they do.
It depends.
They usually have to. I remember.
Oh, she GTA character. She's pulling things out of thin air. What's going on?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, no, she actually, yeah, no, she's actually in juvie, and she's locked up there with a bunch of other. Also, that lunch lady was fucking mean as well. I was like, do you have anything? No, I'll give you something. Like fucking puts her fucking earwax on that shit.
You know what?
I grew this myself.
I'm with the lunch lady. Although I am sick of this portrayal of lunch ladies all over the land. Some could be nice. I repeat, some could be nice. I'm just saying.
Writer, I want a bunch of cartoon writers. I want to know, what was their experience with lunch ladies like?
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Obviously, the mean ones from what we've seen.
Lunch ladies just because in Kids Next Door, in school show and like in shows that involve school, why are the lunch ladies the worst fucking portrayed as the worst people?
I guess it's just a general hate for the. I guess it's just like a general hate for the people who like run the school. I guess.
I mean, that's more of the school. That's more the principal and superintendent's fault. It is the fucking lunch lady's fault.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes you get caught in the crossfire.
I mean, there's sometimes I could get it to be an asshole to act like dickish kids, but like I don't get being a dick to nice kids. I know.
I mean, to be fair, people think she's charmed. They think she's charmcaster. So like, again, this is a juvie, so it's like it's a bunch of full bad kids. So that's the reason why the lunch lady's kind of an asshole here.
Yeah, we also got gender swap JT and Cash, or
yeah,
Scully, as you said. There's a lot of Bulk and Scully archetypes in a lot of shows. When they need bullies, they definitely get two, and one just sucks off the other one.
Like, oh yeah, you a great one, boss. You great boss. That's right. Yeah. Okay, boss.
Yeah.
This
one definitely follows that arc. Those two definitely follow that archetype of the Bulk and Scully. You were A+ on that observation, Berg.
That was Geek who said that stuff.
Oh, that was Geek. Geek.
Yeah, dude.
You were well on that observation, my dude. But let's they also escaped jail, and that was pretty cool. And I like how Gwen's as Charmcaster is like, are you guys gonna go back to a life of crime? They shot them.
Yeah, there's like, yeah, of course we're gonna go back to life of crime. It's like, okay, fine. Anyway, here, police, they're here. Uses fucking like magic guard dogs to stop them.
They could have said no, Berg. They could have said no.
Cops, I need you.
They could have gotten away. All they had to say was no, and they could have broke. They're criminals. Lie your way out, and they fucking they shot themselves in the foot. Fuck them anyway.
No, they deserve good caught.
And they go into the void of never seen again background characters.
And never see them again. One final moment before we get to the MVPs. I think actually let's do MVPs because I feel like that would be better for the moment.
That's a good question because there's not really much like alien action going on in this episode when you think about it.
Okay. Yeah, so let's cover the aliens before we start. There is Cannonbolt, Diamond Head, and Stinkfly with the pilgrim hat. The reason I'm saying Stinkfly with the pilgrim hat is because he wore the pilgrim hat the entire time.
That's most of his contributions for the episode.
Yes.
I mean, he did like put out the fire, but
yeah, but who had the better action? Because to me,
Cannonbolt.
I thought Diamond Head was pretty fucking badass.
Diamond Head, yeah.
That's true because he had that when they're doing that chase scene where he was like doing, which actually, what's so funny because it's like Okay, so fun fact, reminder, Ramen for the longest time thought that Diamond Head had ice powers.
Look at him.
And then there was these guys who say like, "Oh, hey, look, we got an ice sculpture chasing after us," and then he's like, fucking sliding on diamonds like he's fucking Iceman. So it's like, you're only gonna.
Can you really? Can you slide on diamonds?
No. Not really sure. I don't.
Do it. Okay, guys. MVP of this episode, and we're actually for Alien MVP, we have 3: Stinkfly, Diamond Head, and Cannonbolt. Which who wants to go? You want to go first, Berg, and rate your favorite one?
Honestly, I mean, as much as cool that Diamond Head was during that whole chase sequence, he didn't really do much. So.
Okay.
And because remember, it was Charmcaster who stopped those thieves by just being fucking little Damien Olsen kind of shit. Just basically, kind of coming in like she's like the daughter of Satan and shit.
True.
So I would have to give this to Cannonbolt. I will. The Stinkfly is an honorable mention because of the hat.
Rocking the drip.
The Pharrell, he made that shit from Pilgrim to Pharrell Williams.
Yo, I love to see that. Yes, that's a good. I love that. That was funny. Well, Geek, what's your MVP between those 3?
Honestly, okay, so even though Stinkfly did in fact put out the flames, according to Berg, yes, that is correct. But he's also Stinkfly, and I don't like him.
Damn! Just like I hate Ripjaws. I see it. You're good.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So he's also Stinkfly, and I don't like him that much. Same thing with Cannonbolt. So.
Damn.
I like Cannonball because of the fucking Protector of the Earth game, so he kind of has like a little bit more of a higher spot. But Diamond Head's definitely the MVP for this one.
I mean, that's fair, but so we have got Stinkfly. I like Stinkfly.
He's just boring to me.
Damn, it's like it's the same shit with Ramen and Ripjaws, bro.
Ripjaws sucks though.
No. Listen, bro. Who wants a fucking super? Okay, so imagine like if this wasn't like Ben 10, if it was just like a random guy who had Stinkfly's fucking powers. Do you really want the fucking guy to save you from like a burning building to fucking smell like shit and just fly?
That's true. I don't want that guy's. I don't want to smell like guy's pits if he's.
Oh yes, with the superpower of a fucking stink bug.
As someone who's dealt with stink bugs, I deal with stink bugs on a regular basis. I fucking hate those things.
Yeah,
exactly. So imagine some guy had like the same superpowers as one. That's Stinkfly.
We all have our least favorite alien. So
to be fair, everyone like Spider-Man has superhero. It's like has the power of a spider. People hate spiders, so it's like.
Yeah, I know, but that's part of Spider-Man's fucking abilities don't come with smell. They come with just the webbing. Stinkfly's abilities are literally spitting out fucking like probably stinky ass goo and flying.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
imagine some guy had those superpowers.
He's his only. That is Ben. I think that's Ben's only flying alien for this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
At least until like
Heat Blast.
Big show people, and I feel like Jet Ray, they come in late. They come in later. They fly.
Yeah, Stinkfly. Yeah.
Again, listen. If I gotta be honest, Jet Ray's better. Jet Ray's better. Nothing was lost when he lost Stinkfly.
Yeah. People give me shit for hating Ripjaws, so don't worry. You'll be fine.
If people give me shit for hating Ripjaws, I mean,
look at the Ripjaws video. All the comments, bro. That's just.
I gotta see that. I did not read any comments. I'm like. Like hating Ripjaws.
Clip this and be like the worst Ben 10 take in the world. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm right.
You're good. I'm gonna say for this, I'm saying MVP for this moment. It's just Cannonbolt because I just like Cannonbolt anytime he appears.
Well, I guess you could say if she appears this time, we're not
when she appears.
Yeah, because it's Gwen this time. It's like that's Gwen. It's Cannonbolt.
Mm-hmm. Let's human MVP because we're gonna just for fun.
Easily Gwen.
It's literally her episode.
Just Gwen. Okay. You know,
yeah,
Gwen.
I mean, like at this point, it's like like I said, Ben's kind of. Ben does take a little while to know what's going on, and Grandpa Max, like I said, he just does not give a fuck.
Retirement mode.
He's just
Gwen,
like
Gwen punched the shit out of Charmcaster, and it was fucking awesome. That is the
Charmcaster
first
also punched the shit out of Gwen like twice, by the way.
true shit, but Gwen got her fucking back, and that is it. Now, guys, let's rate this episode 1 out of 10. Omnitrixes.
1 through 10. Yeah.
1 through 10. Berg, what do you want to give the rating for this episode?
6 out of 10.
Oh, okay, a nice little 6 right there.
Like I said, not the biggest. It's more. I guess you can say for me, it's more, my whole low rating is that it's like 5 or 6, mainly because it's just like I said, I'm not a big fan of body switch episodes, but at the same time, I did think being that this was actually one of the very few ones that was done well. So I will give it a little bit of a higher rating and say like it's so low. Like most, this is a little bit of lower ratings of mine, but I still think it's done. It was all right. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was all right.
Gonna go one higher. I'd give it a good 7 out of 10. Like not horrible, but like genuinely compared to like a lot of episodes that could have done this shit worse. Like it does the body switching thing, like I mentioned before. It does the body switching thing really well, and like at least the first half. Second half, when Ben and Gwen actually switch bodies, not the best idea because you guys didn't do the same thing you did with Charmcaster and Gwen, so you guys lose a few points.
I think it was just,
but still a good 7 out of 10.
I feel like that's also what's just padding things out, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
I feel like the highlight for that was just like mostly Charmcaster and Gwen, but continue.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it actually, you guys are actually. I'm actually gonna give it a 7 too. I like the body switching stuff. I like that Charmcaster could use Gwen's powers. I like a lot of stuff. But this is not an episode that I'm like, if it came on, I watch it, but it's not something I'm gonna rave about. So like, I think it's an okay episode. So that's it. That is our recap of this episode, y'all. We are sorry we've been gone so long. Berg, would you like to read the description of the next episode? And I'm assuming it's the Christmas episode last time I checked.
Yeah, it's the Christmas episode.
Guys, get ready for Christmas in May when we do that episode. That's right. So stay tuned.
Get ready for the episode that talks about child slavery.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Get ready for that. I mean, it's not far for the course of episodes we review.
Amen. The head elf in charge literally has those kids fucking turn into elves and working on toys. It's like an Amazon sweatshop.
True.
Actually, honestly, to be honest with how local governments are trying to roll back child labor laws, it's possible this might be a possible future.
Check out the whenever that episode drops or whenever this drops. If you guys like OMNI REWATCH, don't forget to check it out on Spotify and wherever you get your podcast. My name is Ramen. That is my co-host, Professor Berg. That is the amazing Geektoons. Check him out on Twitter. All his socials will be below. You stay safe, OMNI heads.